Hello all, today let's see how to solve some assertion reason questions based on the chapter motion. So all of you be ready with your notebook and textbook so that you can note down the questions and know how to solve them. So before going into the questions, let's first understand that in an assertion reason question, it consists of two statements, an assertion which is a statement of fact and a reason which will be usually the explanation for assertion. Four options will be given, out of which you have to select the correct option. In certain cases, reason will be the correct explanation of the assertion statement. Sometimes the reason statement will be true, but it will not be an explanation for assertion. Then the other two statements is clear, assertion is true, reason is false, and assertion is false, reason is true. So basically it's a modified version of the true or false statement. So let's go to the first question. So the first question, the statement of assertion given as uniform circular motion is uniformly accelerated motion, and reason acceleration in uniform circular motion is always towards the center. Now let's solve the question by checking whether the statements given in assertion and in reason are true or false, and then we will select the appropriate option. So the first statement, uniform circular motion is uniformly accelerated motion. We know that in a circular motion, the object has constant speed, but the velocity changes due to its change in direction. Since velocity is a vector quantity, the change in direction indicates that the object is in an accelerated motion. So, this means the statement assertion is true. Then, acceleration in uniform circular motion is always towards the center. That is also true. This acceleration of the object which is moving in the uniform circular motion is towards the center. But is that the correct explanation for the given assertion statement? No. So your option will be option B. Both A and R are true, but R is not the correct explanation of A. Let's move to the next question. Assertion. The displacement of an object is either positive, negative, or zero. Reason, displacement has both magnitude and direction. We know that displacement is the shortest distance between the initial and the final position. Now, displacement can have positive value. So, when the boy is moving from A to B, B to C, and C to D, displacement is having a positive value. But then, when the boy is walking back, if the boy was walking back from C to B to A, then the displacement will be in a negative value. And here, the boy has completed one complete perimeter of that rectangular plot. So, he has started from A and he has reached to A itself. So, the displacement is 0. So, that means the first statement assertion is true. Let's go to the reason. Displacement has both magnitude and direction. We know that displacement is a vector quantity, so it will have magnitude and direction. Hence, option A is correct. That is, A and R are true, and R is the correct explanation of assertion. Since it is a vector quantity, that is why displacement is having positive, negative, and 0 values. Next, we move on to the third question. Assertion. The area under the velocity time graph gives acceleration, and acceleration is the rate of change of velocity. Already we have studied that a velocity time graph, slope gives the acceleration and area gives the displacement. This means that the assertion itself is false. If you check the recent statement, acceleration is a rate of change of velocity, it is true. So your option is here, option D, A is false and R is true. The last question is, we can correlate velocity, acceleration, distance covered by the object in a given time interval by a set of three equations, which is the assertion. And the reason is, second equation of motion gives position velocity relation of an object in motion. We know that the set of equations of motion, three equations of motion, actually help you to find out velocity, acceleration, distance covered, or the time interval of the object which is in motion. So it is correlating all these terms. Hence, assertion is true. What about reason? The second equation of motion actually gives the position-time relation. So the reason is false here. Hence, your option for this question will be option C, A is true, but R is false. So children, the easiest way to solve an assertion reason question is check the assertion and reason statement one by one. Check if both are true. If both are true, then you can eliminate the option A is false and R is false, and you are left with only two options. In that options, check whether reason is the explanation of A. If reason is explanation of A, then your answer will be option A. If not, then will be the option both A and R are true and R is not the correct explanation of A. If assertion is false, then it will be obviously option C, and if reason is false, it will be option D. Hope you guys now know how to solve an assertion reason question. Thank you for watching the video. Subscribe the channel for more contents of class 8th, 9th and 10th science.